Welcome back to the madness and mayhem that is Grand Tactician Civil War. We are now at the end of June 1862, and if you watched the previous video, the Union had some success pushing the Confederacy out of the Valley of Shenandoah, occupying Harper's Ferry, and also I think over in West Virginia we had a successful siege. So small minor successes, but after that our armies just needed rest and refit. So for the rest of April and May and June, yeah, we've been resting and refitting for a long time. Although I have been taking out one more fort, but here in Fort Donelson they have artillery, and apparently that's efficient versus Ironclads because 4 of them have been sunk. I'm not trying to retreat from here. I don't think you can. I've been ordering them to retreat to port, put them in a defensive stance, and what else you can do. But I think they're just gonna batter themselves to death until the battle is over once you send in your... But be aware of artillery in forts. That seems to protect versus Ironclad. I think the lesson to draw is, as a Confederacy, you need to place batteries in your forts that you on the river, on Mississippi, and the main forts along the river system. And I'm kind of glad to see that you can protect your forts, because the ones I shot to pieces and occupied, it was too easy. Now it's super hard, obviously. I just wish you could retreat, but that's just the craziness. I'm just gonna enjoy the game, try to enjoy the game the way it is, the early access mess it is. So that's one thing happening. Let's get into the game here. Another crazy thing is, I'll show you the army numbers. We are only 9,000 below the Confederate army strength, but the Confederate Navy tonnage is above. No, it isn't, sorry, but it's almost on par with the Union. They're on 114k and we're on 120k. I don't know what they're building, but Navy situation doesn't look too good, especially with those Ironclads sunk here. I was trying to make a historical naval invasion, so I sent a small army, tried to send it down here to Fort Jefferson. I had to fight a Confederate naval squadron around here, Potomac, and we won that. We sunk a couple of small Confederate raider ships, so we cleared the seas and we managed to go down towards the fort here, because I'm planning on to invade New Orleans. So I gave order a couple of times to move to Fort Jefferson, and finally the order stuck and they started to move. A second later the army's here. Okay, they landed at Fort Mason. Alright, I don't know why you would do that. So I don't know if we're gonna auto-resolve this assault. I think we're gonna assault this, because I don't want to sit here. But I mean, game, if I give a movement order and you're just like, no, I'm just gonna go and siege a fort. It's so random. The game is so random. I'm just shocked. Yeah, it's so weird. I mean, I did not give this order. I'm 100% sure. Alright, what else is going on then? We have about an equal siege in West Virginia here. We're sitting on like 10,000 and they have 16,000, but I think I have some reinforcements on the way. Yeah, we're around 14,000 very soon-ish. I don't... like they're being transferred in, so it actually looks like we are doing okay in this siege here. It gives us a 57% chance to win, and we're a bit of a siege army here, Army West Virginia, so I guess I'm planning to siege out these combats and just grind them. Army of Cumberland, 15,000 heading over towards Bowling Green here, being faced by 12,000 Army of Central Kentucky, so maybe we outnumber them a bit here. The entire Army of Mississippi, 17,000. Well, one of their core, 8,000, is moving down here. Yeah, I guess I'll threaten Army of Tennessee from the rear here and protect this fort, Haman, from being constructed. I think it's better to focus your forces for now. Let's see what happens in Bowling Green before we decide where to go with the 6th Corps. But all in all, this is going to be really hard to make a summer offensive outnumbered with a naval army, invasion army sitting on a fort on the South Carolinian coast. The only thing I think I can do is take the, within citation mark, elite army of Shenandoah under Grant. 69,000 troops. I've been working in the readiness up, and they left Beauregard's corps sitting out here in the wilderness. It looks like they're up in an enemy state. It looks like they're either in West Virginia or, well, yeah, it looks like they're sitting in West Virginia. I don't know what they're doing up here, but if it's true, they are 34,000, even with reinforcements from down here. 6 and 17,000. We should be able to attack them around 2 to 1. So we're gonna try to take advantage of the AI's mistakes. Another thing is, I think by now most of our 1-year volunteers, contracts, volunteers, militias, whatever, should be gone. On the 3rd row from the bottom, if you hover over the manpower, you can see we're filling 189,000 troops. 10,000 are sick and wounded. But at the bottom it says, estimated loss of manpower through contract expires within 3 months, 14k. Let's see. So you can see here we have a couple of militia here, 12-month contracts that will end in. But what is 14k manpower? I don't think it's 14 units. It used to be like 98, 99k. Yeah, so we're still unsure about the 1-year contracts, what's gonna happen with that. Maybe we can fight this battle before our last militia 1-year contracts ends, and that would be kind of good to waste those units, I suppose. So I'm gonna make sure, because I want to order all these corps to move it out at the same time. To do that, you need to pause auto resolve panel after battles. No. Game remains paused if panels are closed and it's enabled. To me it sounds like when you close a panel, the game's gonna remain paused. This setting doesn't work. It's like random. Sometimes the game will unpause, sometimes it won't. But as far as I can see, the game should, but if I give an order, the game sure as hell is going to unpause. I can almost guarantee it. So we'll send in 3rd Corps, which is a very large one, 19,000, and it has full readiness. I guess if they start moving off a little bit earlier. No, the game did not unpause. Okay, that's good. Then we'll send in 2nd Corps. Then we'll send in 5th Corps. So hopefully we can get a bit of a field battle here, 2v1 with Grant. I have not built a Harper's Ferry depot, because once I move off Harper's Ferry, it's going to be vulnerable here. And I haven't seen any supply indications. They've been doing okay with the Frederick supply depot up here. The South has huge forces around Army of Virginia, around Richmond, or Southern Defense, as they should have. Army of Virginia has 76,000. I don't know what, I suppose Jackson's Corps here, 42,000 is one of them. But Army of Northern Virginia is another army, so 6,500. That's on top of that, so like they have more than 80,000 around Culpeper. And we are only sitting now with around, in Washington, we should have like, do we even have 30,000 there? Yeah, 33,000. But still, if the Confederates AI were to attack Washington now, they would heavily outnumber us, more than 2 to 1. Am I worried about that? Yes, I am. Of course I am. And here's another funny thing, how broken the game is. I am consistently making a surplus. I'm trying to keep my recruitments down, and the game will just keep borrowing more and more money. It doesn't matter if I have money in the treasury. We just loan more and more money. I don't... If it's the mod or if it's the vanilla game, I don't know, but the economy seems so broken playing as the Union. Did not happen playing vanilla as the Confederacy. There I could actually say, if I was running a surplus, sure, it would go willy-nilly. The budget was all over the place. But when I was running a surplus, at least my treasury was increasing. Here, money is just flying out the window. I don't understand. There's so many things just you can't understand. But I'm hoping to play out this field battle. It'll be fun to kick Beauregard's core off. There we go. And if you give orders to units on the campaign map, they usually follow through with the orders. They routed. I think they choose to. Yeah, Beauregard is withdrawing. Okay, so that means he's taken some losses of readiness and morale. 6,007. So that's 23,000. I'm not sure I'm gonna. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna split up my army here. Should we march down into the Appalachian Mountains here and kick these two armies off? Yeah, I think we should try to get them all on the run. Although it's not that far from the rail lines, but I guess the easiest way to do is just let these guys march where I order them, and then I give them new orders. So no field battle, that's unfortunate. The two sieges are at... Fort Beverly is at 48% and Fort Mason at 50%. So Fort Beverly should be in West Virginia here. We're not... Yeah, now we're slowly losing this. Alright. Yeah, the Confederates are winning this. You know, I could send a corps from the Army of Shenandoah down here. Is that what I want to do? Maybe. Okay, let's try to chase Army of Eastern Tennessee out of the Appalachian Hills or mountains here. So they want to go back. Yeah, I'm okay with that. Take the next corps. Oh, did you see the game now? I'm paused. Oh, game, you're so funny. Next corps. Yes, it is important that you, yeah, I'm paused, that you give orders at the same time, because otherwise they will arrive at different times and your battle order will be all spread out. But now the game decided that it's gonna unpause when I give orders. It didn't 5 minutes ago, but now it does. Yeah, that's this game for you. Is it me routing or is it Johnston or Beauregard? I don't know. It looks like my troops are routing. Although we only have... Oh, look at that. We get a new perk. And since Army of the Shenandoah is a... We have Flying Column, which gives more supply and movement speed. We have Ambulance Corps, which doesn't slow us down as much due to wounded soldiers. And also mortality rate of wounded is lessened. So this is a movement corps, right? We need supplies, movement speed. We don't want siege perks. I think I usually go with and not raiding stuff. Intelligence gathering 12%. No, I can't. No, that's not good. River Expedition gives siege. No. You have cartographers, a bit of movement speed and intelligence gathering. No, we're not gonna do that. Foot cavalry, which one is that? That is forced march speed. No, we're not gonna force march, it's too expensive. Engineers, we're not gonna build stuff. And if we do, it can take the time it takes. Pontoon train though, speed across small rivers. Supply, it gives you better supply efficiency. Yeah, maybe supply efficiency is something we want. Otherwise, I think these land torpedoes is what I usually... The thing is, I don't know what skirmishing efficiency is. It could either be, of course, sending out skirmishes within tactical battles, but I suspect it's when two armies are on defensive mode and sitting across facing each other and kind of attriting each other's forces down before there is a resolution of a siege. Is that skirmishing? Or is that a siege? I mean, it would be nice to have 7% better skirmisher with this army. And it also slows down other enemy armies. Enemy movement speed within range, minus 5%. Is that within on the tactical battle map, or is it here on the strategic map? Who knows? No one knows. Because tooltips are badly written. I think we're gonna have to go with that though. Yeah, I don't care about fame. Grant is very famous anyway. Okay, so basically I'm taking a perk that I don't know what it does. Because I don't know what skirmishing efficiency and movement speed, what skirmishing and movement speed they're talking about. But there we go, we have a third perk. It's pretty nice, I suppose. And the manual talks about having a special elite flag when you open up all 3 perks. Or is it when you level them up to max? Which won't happen ever in a game. I don't think so. So we're gonna have a bit of a break here. So there's a rear guard action. Are they retreating, Army of Eastern Tennessee? I don't think they're moving. No, it's just the Bureau Guards Corps that's moving. I mean, if they have a bit of low morale now after withdrawing, oh look, Army Peninsula is advancing. That's not a good idea when Grant is bearing down with them with 60,000 men. 10-1 odds. I like it. I think we need to just overrun them. So as you can see, the game clearly states second corps is preparing siege. So this is a siege, it's not a skirmishing. But so this third corps doesn't have any army orders any longer. I'm gonna have them move down here. Oh, here it is. All right, 48,000. So we're just gonna overrun these guys. Give me a second. Maybe I should auto-resolve this. I'll be right back. So I have basically never auto-resolved any battles, so it's a good time to try it out. I suspect I will be able to inflict more casualties by auto-resolving than actually playing out, and also I suspect that the AI will retreat, of course, being outnumbered 10 to 1, and it will just be a waste of time setting up, etc. So let's auto-resolve this. What does it say? Our troops are already assaulting the enemy siege works. Okay. Are you, though? I mean, I don't even... Shouldn't this resolve the siege? Should... It's Major General Thomas here. I wonder what corps he's commanding. I can't remember, to be honest. Oh, we have Army of Northern Virginia. Okay, that's a small one, 6,500 forces. Are they all in the siege here? Doesn't look... Okay, yeah, 65,000. All the 3 corps and the army headquarters is in this siege. And even... Okay, so maybe we should... Yeah, we probably should have played this up. If I remove that... I can't remove it now. I thought it was gonna resolve it immediately. Like, make a game calculation. But apparently... Oh, look, it's... Okay, so this should end soon. But there isn't any siege messages on the screen now after I press the auto-resolve button. I don't know how this works. Yeah, I don't think these 6,500 troops gonna save you, but... And Army of Virginia is still sitting here. The mega army. We're in July, and they have a star, this army, so it's fairly good army, but it's very small. Okay, so they're up to 11,000 now. So we ended up in a siege. Okay, so I should have auto-resolved it. No, I should have manually resolved it. And all I can do now is apparently retreat here. I'm locked. I can change my orders to auto-resolve it. But the meter is all the way up. Victory balance is 0 to 100. Yeah, here they go. That should be it. They suffered 100 casualties and 200 captured. We suffered 300 casualties. So 1-to-1 casualties, you might say. Actually, we had 300 missing as well. So actually, we suffered 600 losses. They only 300. So that was a bad deal. That's good to know. But we get 200 prisoners. I mean, I don't care about the numbers as much as learning if auto-resolve is a good way to do stuff. I'd say no. I mean, I could have gotten a better deal. So are we gonna... Should we split up the army? I think we should. Just send 3rd Corps down here to engage that army. And move out here with the 5th Corps and 3rd Corps, right? No, sorry, 2nd Corps. But we have to grab the army as well, because this army headquarters under Grant, he has troops as well, so they're gonna go over here. Okay, I think that should do it. Have you ever seen such a cluttered UI in any game ever? I just Like, what the hell is going on here? I know what's going on, I think, but there's no way that you can see what's going on. Like, they need to make these stopwatches, clocks, watches smaller, pocket watches. I mean, I get the idea, but it's not a good implementation. So we have a bit of order delay here, and oh, they are withdrawing. So here's the thing, okay, we now have 17 plus 34, so we have 51,000 men sitting here, another 6,000, 5,000 incoming. Okay, I think I need all my core. No, I'm not gonna manage army, sorry. I just want to halt the third core, and that's gonna be fast. Only half an hour. And now we're gonna fight these 51,000. I don't know why they're hiding up in the mountains, but we're gonna whoop some rebel behind. This doesn't look good. You know, I thought I was gonna exploit the system, so I transferred a full brigade in, but apparently it doesn't arrive to help in a siege because it doesn't calculate here. And we suffered like 40% more losses than they have, and we are losing this, and they will win with 63%. But it says 31 days though. That's what it says. So it's a long siege, and I think if I win this engagement up here, I might send a core down and reinforce. It will be risky to split up Grant's army, but hey, what are you gonna do? When you're fighting outnumbered, they're now like 11,000 more than we are. And considering I still have a garrison of 5,000 sitting in, what's it called, Fort Monroe here. I don't know how to get them out. Oh yeah, I could probably transfer them. What? Okay, that doesn't work very well. So hey, here's a new one. Yeah, I guess this happens sometimes. The units just lock up. Yeah, these units are bugged. Huh. They weren't at the start of the war, but now they are. Okay. Interesting. Well, yeah, that's another bug to add to the very long list. The extremely long list of wonky bugs and glitches. All right. Well, we'll ignore that for now. I mean, there are a few things that almost works, so let's do that. So we are marching up into the mountains here to face Army of Eastern Tennessee. Someone is Nelson is that destination. All right, that should be Bowling Green, Nelson, the Army of Cumberland. So yeah, we captured Bowling Green, or actually we made it to Munfordville here. But if my intelligence is correct, we outnumber the Army of Central Kentucky. So I guess I just occupy Bowling Green. It's a bit risky, of course, but it's the summer of 1862, and I feel I need to do something. And we even outnumber Army of Tennessee here with our 6th Corps, so I suppose I'll send them down to this fort. How is the Army of Mississippi doing? I'll let us sit here on the depot for a couple of days more. Did we reach... Are we in a siege yet? No, we're not. So, to me, this is a rather different feature that you can withdraw and you'll suffer some rearguard casualties. You see the numbers are very low and a tiny bit of morale. And I guess there's a couple of leader roles. But this is an interesting, and I like this way of pushing around each other on the strategic. It feels very 19th century musket warfare. Beauregard. Crittenden is withdrawing and Beauregard is so they're withdrawing now. So this is the big... I'm pushing them back. Okay. Now what I could do is I could make one of the core... Either I create a new core or I make one of these cores a bit smaller. I won't make the other core so incredibly large. How much would I have to... Oh no. I need to shadow these... Yeah, they're not gonna withdraw very far. So there you have 51,000. 52 maybe. If I pull out a full core, they're kind of split up between 15 and 18,000 in strength. I'll be outnumbered. So either I need to mess around and make a smaller core and pursue Army of the Peninsula here and risk getting counterattacked by Jackson, or I just march up into the Appalachian Mountains here and follow them. I mean, it takes us closer to West Virginia, and it doesn't... I mean, in real life, I think it would be very bad to march up here, but game-wise, it doesn't seem to make much of a difference. Although 5th Corps has problem with their provisions. They are on 97% though. They don't have any provisions. Oh shit. Am I out of supply already? What about the other corps? No, they have... Alright. It's only the 5th Corps that is low on provisions. You see why I don't want to go in and mess around with this? Where's the 5th Corps? There it is. Okay, it seems all military units are bugged now. That's interesting. Okay. Well, it makes it easier if you can't rearrange your troops. I probably need to save and reload them. So let's do that. Bug. Load and save. Let's load the bug save. I think this will fix it. It's a nasty picture. So all I can say, it's interesting how the war is going, because it's definitely not easy as the Union on the hardest settings in the Overhaul mod to win the war and the campaign. Like, look at the size of the Confederate Navy, look at the size of their army, and our national debt is growing faster and higher than the Confederates. I don't know how much that has to do with the settings. Like, I thought it was more morale stuff. I didn't think economy influenced it that much. And maybe the Confederate army economy will burst in the long run. But in 1862, I don't see how you can like just take Richmond in 1862 on these settings. On vanilla, normal settings, I'm sure you could easily do it. But at least there's a bit of a challenge in the strategic sense here, and also in the tactical battles. It's quite challenging on these settings, which is good. Okay, we are pursuing, marching. Oh right, let's see if the... Oh, now it works. Now it works. So we could empty out the 5th Corps. We could transfer some forces from the 5th Corps. We have the 3rd Army Division, 1st Army Division, and 2nd. Okay, the 5th Corps has all the army stuff. That's not good. Because my army troops, I consider them my elite, whether they are elite or not. I just want to save on them and level them up. So do I want to pull them back? I think I have to. Alright, let's do that. So we'll have to give the Ohio Division to one of the other corps here, and we'll have to give the I'm not quite sure what I'm doing in 1st Division. All right, we're gonna give them to the other corps, so that should make 10,000. And now the 5th Corps, Richardson, is he a good command? He's very good, Richardson. All right, so the 5th Corps is small, but it has almost only regular army troops, meaning 99 months contracts. So I don't want them to starve. So I'm gonna hold them back and maybe send them backwards a bit and build a... Should I build a... I should probably build a depot here in Winchester. Let's do that. Can I afford it? I mean, I need it whether I can afford it or not. It's not, if I'm gonna... Okay, so it's red, 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 red. Where can I build this? There you go. Supply depot. It's only 300k. That's very strange. Usually 2 million. Like, where's the consistency of this game? Is it the cost dependent on the size of the core? I mean, 10,000 is not that small of a core. Okay. Alright, so they are withdrawing back. I'm sorry, it's just... You have to micromanage this much. It's not my fault. It's a game. Like now I'm seeing these guys just moving across my units, and since they're withdrawing, they are kind of invisible or off map. You can see them move, but I can't do anything. I can't interact with them. They are under a withdrawal condition, or so. I can halt my troops, that's all I can do. This one, oh, the army headquarters needs to halt as well. He's in the mountains. Alright, there's a lot of routing going on. I guess I'll take him down. No. To the... No, wait, I want to give an order. It's this unpausing whenever you give an order. That it really gets to me. 3rd Corps, 2nd Corps. 2nd Corps isn't marching yet. Well, this is not going to help the siege in West Virginia. That's a shame. Yeah. Okay. What's going on here? We got Nelson at destination. Yeah, he's in Bowling Green, isn't he? Okay, I guess I'll build another depot. If it's 300k, sure, that's great. It's very cheap. No, it's 2 million. This time. Sometimes it's 300k, sometimes it's 2 million. It depends on stuff. You don't know what. I mean, yeah. I never seen it cost 300k. I guess it was a fire sale or something. Beauregard's core has slipped away further. So I could move down to Staunton here. Let's do that. And second core as well. We still have a bit of and the army headquarters and the grant. So what I'm gonna do now, because as you can see, every time I give an order, the game unpauses, which I don't like. So I'm gonna remove this game remains positive panels are closed. Let's remove that and see if it makes any difference. I don't think it will. The only troops I have is a brigade training up here in Department of Pennsylvania. It's gonna be, oh, they're almost trained as recruits, but I can't transfer it here. Oh wait, I think that brigade has entered the siege. Right, interesting. It just took a while. No, I mean, it must have turned up into the army after the transfer time, but it takes even longer for it to show up in the siege menu. I don't have any forces to commit. They're stuck on the coast here. Okay, so I told them to auto-resolve. They're determined. I probably should retreat here. Yeah, okay, let's retreat. I never wanted to go here, so now we're retreating. Okay, we retreated. What happens to them now? They're gonna go out to sit on this island here. Nice, exactly what I wanted them to do. That's what I wanted them all the time, all along. Yeah. Well, I guess we're occupying the Valley of Shenandoah at least, even though we're losing West Virginia. So we're at 20 million and a surplus of 100 million. See if our money goes up or down. McDowell has arrived. Yeah, I'm gonna have you move another time. Like this is the 4th or 5th time I try to give him order to go down here. I only have sea movement. I read the manual. This is the way you do it. You give him order. I have enough naval transportation capability. You know, if you can land on this coast, you should be able to land on another coast. So let's see if they start moving here. But now the game didn't unpause. I had to do it manually. Okay, they're moving. But maybe when they move close to this fort, the game sucks them into a siege with Fort Mason. So I have to move them out here on the ocean. Oh. Because in my mind you could just sail past, but maybe you can't. No, you can't. Oh, okay, that's all right. I get it. All right, that's weird, but I understand now. At least I understand why I got stuck there. Okay, so next time I'll move around the fort. Ooh, this is not good. We're down to orange. Oh, we lost. Army West Virginia is retreating with 1,000 casualties. That's unfortunate. I wonder. I think I need to reinforce them now because there's a lot of forces here. See, like 16,000, and okay, let's recruit a new Pennsylvania brigade because Pennsylvania has like unlimited troops. Well, a lot. 14,000 left. They already have 28,000 in the field, Pennsylvania, with 93 support. So it's a very large state. They have, I don't know if they have 8 or more brigades. 8 Penn BDE. There we go. Could be 9th or 10th, but wait, what? Wait. Oh, here we go. Yeah, we still have Springfield rifle muskets. I need to buy new ones, but I can't afford it. So we're gonna send this 7th down to Army West Virginia. We're gonna put it into the, which one? 2nd Militia Division here. There we go. So expensive. Yeah, we're routed. We're not withdrawing. We're routed. We're properly whooped. They really defeated us, and that's with us being. I mean, this is a decent army, I think. Army West Virginia. It's not that bad. Okay, 13k. Can you see what's happening? Yes, here they come. Army of Northern Virginia and Jackson's Corps. At least Army of Northern Virginia. Okay, they're not gonna take Washington on their own. So the Confederates, they are responding to our invasion here. It's just they're not just sitting on their rebel asses and watching the grass grow. Here comes Jackson. 43,000. Can we fight Army Potomac? 33,000. Let's see, Department of Washington. I need you to recruit more troops. So New York has a lot of volunteers. This is like the 12th. I don't know how many brigades they have, but we need more New York troops. So let's call these guys 13th New York. At least it won't be the same as anyone else. BDE dot. And you boys are lucky to get the rifle muskets. I have 6,000 left. So there you go. What kind of command? Okay, they have Colonel Stanley. He's a good infantry commander. He's really good. So we're gonna transfer him over to the Army of Potomac, because I'm pretty sure Johnny Reb is on his way here. Oh. That's a big one. Okay, we're gonna put him in. I think I need to split up this. Is that a New York division? It is, isn't it? Yeah, 5th New York division. That's a mega large one. It's 10k because all these guys are New Yorkers. We need to make a new New York brigade. Transfer. There we go. Do we have any skilled brigade commanders that can? So we're gonna transfer this. Let's call it. I don't like that when you click a brigade, it defaults to the army name, because sometimes you change the army name. even though you want to change just the brigade. I don't want to change the army name under McClellan. I want to change the 4th Division's name. Oh, now it doesn't bug. All right. So let's call this the 2nd New York Division. Okay. And I want it under Army Command, I suppose. So that I can... Oh, it ended up over there to the right. That's a bit unfortunate. I'm gonna have the newly transferred brigade and maybe one other 5th sit over here. That's gonna take a day? Yeah, 1 day. Even though they're in the same location. Okay. Here we go. I think that should sort it out. Here comes the rebels. We're gonna have to fight in Washington with 36,000 versus 6,500, and there are gonna be like 50,000 of them. I think we can defeat them, but that will probably be in the next stream. Maybe I want to reshuffle some weapons and some officers. They could be going up to Winchester as well, I don't know. Army of the Peninsula, that's a small one. So we lost in West Virginia, we won in Shenandoah. Washington is scared. And Winchester is feeling threatened here. Richardson can't fight 10,000 versus Jackson's 40,000. Someone finished. Fort Hyman was completed. I mean, the summer campaigning season, when armies move around, you kind of need to slow down the speed and micromanage and make sure that you watch what's going on. So I guess this video was kind of informative, and it's not only about field battles. You have to pay a lot of attention to your strategic map movement in this game. I wish it wasn't as wonky, broken and buggy as it is. It would be an excellent game, but it's not there. It's not there. Give it a year or two and then buy it. Support the developers, and I'm sure it's going to be excellent. And right now, it's too broken to be enjoyable, unfortunately. All right. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you on the next one.